throw it in your face that he pay the bills?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes he do, yeah.
Are you paying rent? Are you paying any bills?
Like the small things, the housekeepers and all that I pay for.
You don't pay for the housekeeping?
They say truth always finds a way to rise, no matter how long it's been buried. And this time, it's not just whispers or rumors. Sweet Tea has officially confirmed what fans feared all along. Dr. Gregory isn't just hiding secrets, he's hiding a child. Yes, you heard that right. The same man who walked down the aisle smiling next to his new bride, the same man who swore his past was behind him, is now facing one of the most explosive scandals of his life. Sweet Tea's words didn't just stir up gossip, they shook the entire Married to Madison fanbase to its core. Because when she spoke, it wasn't in anger, it was with pain, precision, and proof.
What happened after you get married?
I think that we'll figure it out.
But how did we get here? How did a marriage that started with love and laughter end up wrapped in betrayal and lies? And what made Sweet Tea finally break her silence, confirming what Dr. Gregory had fought so hard to deny? Let's rewind this story, because to understand the storm, you have to see how calm the skies once looked.
That I have to let her know what my expectations are within this group of her and dealings with my husband. And so, you know, I think that I have to really just create a clear line with her to say, hey, you know, don't come from my husband. And we won't have no problems. You know, I mean, that's just as simple. I mean, everybody is protective over their loved ones, especially their spouse. And so, you know, let's not make it awkward than what it needs to be, you know.
When Sweet Tea first entered Dr. Gregory's life, she was like a breath of fresh air after years of chaos. Fans of Married to Medicine remember his messy split from Quad Web, the fights, the tension, the heartbreak. By the time that relationship ended, Dr. G looked emotionally drained. So when Sweet Tea appeared, with her bright smile and soft energy, people believed she was his second chance at happiness.
I'm gonna beg to be a part of a group. If people don't want me, you don't want me.
Their chemistry was undeniable. Sweet Tea seemed to bring out a side of Dr. G that fans had never seen. He was laughing again, opening up, talking about the future. On social media, they painted the picture of the perfect couple, matching outfits, cute date nights, romantic getaways. Sweet Tea proudly called him her soulmate. And Dr. G? He looked reborn. Gone was the man who argued on TV screens. Now he was the doting husband, the man who claimed to have finally found peace. The internet loved it. Fans filled their comments with heart emojis, calling them relationship goals. But even back then, some people noticed cracks. Subtle things, like the way he avoided certain questions in interviews, or how Sweet Tea's tone would shift when the topic of trust came up. Nobody thought much of it at first. After all, every marriage has ups and downs, right? What no one realized was that behind those smiles and hashtags, Sweet Tea was fighting battles the world couldn't see. Because while she was building a home, her husband was allegedly building a double life. The first red flags started small. Late-night phone calls, excuses about emergencies, and unexplained absences that didn't quite add up. Sweet Tea brushed them off at first, trying to believe in the man she loved. She even defended him online when fans speculated. But things started changing. Sweet Tea's once bubbly social media posts began sounding heavier, more emotional. Captions about loyalty, betrayal, and learning who's really for you started appearing under photos where she was alone. Her wedding pictures disappeared quietly. Her username changed. And suddenly, the woman who had once celebrated her love story was going silent. Fans noticed. Blogs noticed. Everyone could feel something wasn't right. Then came the bombshell. After weeks of rumors and speculation, Sweet Tea went live. Not for clout, not for attention, but for clarity. Her tone was calm, but her eyes told a story of heartbreak. She said, "I've held back long enough. but since people want to talk about my life, let's tell the truth. That's when she dropped it. Dr. Gregory has a child he never told her about. The chat exploded. Viewers couldn't believe what they were hearing. But Sweet Tea didn't just talk, she came with receipts. According to her, the child was born during the same period Dr. G was promising her forever. She shared screenshots, messages, and even dates that lined up with the timeline of their engagement. There was no way to spin it. The math was mathing, and the lies were catching up. She revealed that she found out not through confession, but through whispers from someone close to the other woman. At first, she didn't believe it. She wanted proof. But once she saw photos and messages that connected all the dots, her world fell apart. "I wasn't angry," she said. "I was numb. Because this wasn't just cheating. This was deceit on another level. You hid a child, a whole human being, and you let me stand next to you, smile with you, and defend you while you knew the truth." The live ended with Sweet Tea in tears and fans in disbelief. What nobody expected was how fast everything spiraled after that. Within hours, social media exploded. Married to Medicine fans flooded timelines with old clips of Dr. G and Sweet Tea, moments that now felt completely different. A scene where he looked distracted suddenly looked suspicious. A moment where she cried felt like a hidden message. People started analyzing everything, every post, every smile, every silence. And then came the shocking twist. The woman allegedly connected to Dr. G's secret child spoke out. She didn't deny it. In fact, she said she'd stayed quiet to protect her child and her peace. She admitted she'd known Dr. Gregory long before his marriage to Sweet Tea, and that their connection never truly ended. According to her, he made promises, told her he was unhappy, said his marriage was just for show, and claimed he planned to make things right when the time was right. Those words hit like a punch to the chest for Sweet Tea's supporters, because that meant while Sweet Tea was preparing to be a wife, another woman was preparing to give birth. Fans couldn't believe it. Was this the same Dr. G who preached about integrity and emotional maturity? The same man who said he'd grown from his past? And yet, the evidence kept stacking up. Messages showed affection, discussions about the baby, and financial exchanges that painted a clear picture. This wasn't a rumor. This was real. Sweet Tea had been living in a lie built on love and manipulation. The public reaction was immediate and brutal. People flooded Sweet Tea's comments with support, telling her she didn't deserve this. Many drew comparisons to Dr. G's past marriage with Quad, saying history was repeating itself. Old clips of Quad resurfaced, where she talked about trust issues, emotional neglect, and feeling gaslit. Suddenly, her pain didn't look exaggerated anymore. Fans started calling her the first warning sign everyone ignored. Meanwhile, Dr. G stayed silent. No apology, no denial, no explanation, just silence. That silence spoke volumes. For days, fans waited for a response. Some thought he'd try to deny it. Others thought he'd issue a statement clearing his name, but nothing came. Instead, reports started swirling that Dr. G was quietly trying to handle things off camera, reaching out to lawyers and PR teams. But damage like this can't be cleaned with PR. Sweet Tea's revelation had done more than expose a secret. It shattered the image Dr. G had carefully rebuilt after his divorce. The changed man narrative was gone, and in its place stood the same old pattern: betrayal, deception, and emotional chaos. For Sweet Tea, though, the story didn't end there. After her live went viral, she disappeared for a bit. No posts, no interviews, no appearances. Fans worried about her, wondering how she was coping. But when she returned, she wasn't broken, she was stronger. In a recent interview, she said, "I used to think silence was strength. Now I know truth is." Those words hit deep because they came from a woman who had lost everything, yet refused to lose herself. She admitted she felt humiliated, not because of what happened, but because she defended a man who was never honest. She talked about how she blamed herself for missing red flags, for believing words that didn't match actions, but she also made it clear she was done blaming herself. Sweet Tea turned her pain into power. She started speaking out about women trusting their instincts, about not ignoring gut feelings just to keep a relationship together. She talked about self-worth, healing, and rebuilding after public betrayal. And the internet? They rallied behind her. Comments poured in. Sweet Tea didn't just survive this, she's glowing through it. She turned her heartbreak into healing for others. She deserves the peace she gave everyone else. What made her story hit so hard wasn't just the betrayal, it was the grace she carried through it. She didn't lash out, she didn't drag him through the mud. She just told the truth and let people see who was really standing in the light. But here's the twist that made everything even more dramatic. After Sweet Tea's confirmation, new information started surfacing, suggesting the secret child wasn't a recent surprise at all. Allegedly, some of Dr. G's inner circle knew. They'd seen the child, they'd heard the stories, but they kept quiet, choosing loyalty over honesty. It wasn't just a lie between husband and wife. It was a web of silence spun by people who helped keep Sweet Tea in the dark. And when that truth came out, the betrayal cut even deeper. Imagine finding out the people who smiled in your face, came to your wedding, toasted to your love, all while knowing the man you married had another life. That's not just heartbreak, that's humiliation. And yet, Sweet Tea handled it like the woman she's always been, graceful but fearless. She didn't name names, she didn't clap back, she just said, "When people show you who they are, believe them the first time." Meanwhile, Dr. G's reputation took a nosedive. Fans who once defended him went silent. Business partners distanced themselves. Even on social media, his once active accounts turned quiet. It seemed like he was hoping the noise would die down, but it didn't, because this wasn't gossip anymore. This was truth, and it had receipts. Reports even claimed that his professional circle started questioning his ethics, wondering how a man who preaches care and responsibility could lead such a double life. The scandal didn't just damage his marriage, it damaged his credibility. It's one thing to lose followers, it's another to lose respect. And that's exactly what happened. Today, Sweet Tea is reclaiming her narrative. She's rebuilding not just her confidence, but her purpose. She's no longer Dr. G's wife, she's Sweet Tea, a woman who faced public betrayal and refused to let it define her. Fans are calling her the phoenix of Married to Medicine, rising from the ashes of heartbreak with grace, truth, and strength. And as for Dr. G, he's learning that you can't hide the truth forever. Lies may buy time, but truth always collects the debt. Sweet Tea's confirmation didn't just expose a secret child, it exposed a pattern of deceit, a trail of emotional damage, and a reminder that appearances can be deceiving. Because behind every perfect photo is a story. Behind every smile, there might be silence. And behind every "I'm fine," there might be a truth waiting to be told. So what happens next? Will Dr. G ever publicly address the secret child? Can his reputation recover from this? Or is this the end of his image as the changed man? And more importantly, will Sweet Tea ever find peace away from all the chaos he brought into her life? One thing's for sure, she's not going back. Sweet Tea said it best. Sometimes God lets you see the truth, not to hurt you, but to free you. And in this case, the truth didn't just set her free, it made her unstoppable. Because when you lose everything built on lies, you gain everything built on truth. And for Sweet Tea, that's the real comeback story. So what do you think, Celebs Nature fam? Was Dr. Gregory ever truly changed? Or was Sweet Tea just another chapter in his long story of secrets? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because you already know we've got the real tea right here on Celebs Nature.